When I was young, Dad and our cattle manager, they did a grazing for profit course. They came back and we just literally went straight to work.
I just had the feeling that, we're unsustainable the way we're going, and I felt that, there might be things out there that we could change. And I thought, gee, this is a good concept. It really changes the way of thinking of grazing. You're leaving enough for the plant to regenerate and being able to bounce away once you take the cattle out of that paddock.
The idea is to keep the grass green for as long as you can, and that's obviously good for the carbon cycle, and it's good for the animal performance as well. Just creating an event in the paddock, and that involves maybe locking a paddock up for 12 months or 6 months, or grazing it every 2 weeks. You sort of go into an area and you look at it and you decide what you want to do with it, rather than just having a set program. Probably 25 years that we haven't sprayed any insecticides or herbicides, or we haven't put synthetic fertilisers out. And we've saved a lot of money over the years, but I mean, you could easily add 100,000, 150,000 every year. So over 25 years, it's a lot of money we've saved, and we've still got the same, if not better, production.
Come on, girls.
This year, the cows have never been in such good order. Weaned a 220 kilo calf and still kept, say, 550 kilos to 600 kilos in their own body weight, and achieving a 98% conception rate and 98% calving. So the last couple of years has really proved to us that obviously they're enjoying it and they're thriving.
A lot of our pastures here are monocultured pastures that are heavily root bound. What we're trying to do is break up that root matter, but also get more species to persist. The minimal rainfall we're getting in the pastures that we've run the soil key through, that water infiltration has created such a vast amount more feed just purely because the water's able to get down to the roots. Yeah, the optimize's huge. You can be monitoring your growth rates every day just from your phone. So we use it to obviously manage growth rates, but to be able to tell how our pastures are performing, instead of bringing them into weigh every sort of 6 weeks, we're getting daily updates of our weight gains, and we can, adjust our rotations accordingly. So we invested in 10 worm farms 2 years ago, and which we're producing sort of 12 to 15,000 litres of juice a year on farm. So we're going out, we're collecting hay, silage, straw from around where the cattle are getting fed. It's a byproduct really of everything we're doing. If we feed the microbes, they're doing all the hard work for us. They're able to unlock all the nutrients in there for the plants. In the same paddock where we've left control strips, we've seen a ton to the hectare better. I'm working on designs of how we can make it on a larger scale, because, the proof's in the pudding from what we've done so far. So the more we can get on, the bigger benefit we're going to see. I think we're close to 350,000 trees planted in the last 30 years. That brings all different things back to the farm. The bird life and the insects, which all help with productivity and production, to bring insects in to help in the cropping side of it, and fencing and treeing waterways and adding these little ecosystems within the farm, that it's not all just good for the environment. It makes you feel good. There's no right or wrong when it comes to sustainable farming. It's just doing things on the farm that leave the farm and the land in a better condition than when we got here. You don't just go out and say, I'm going to go full regen or fully sustainable overnight and expect there to be massive rewards tomorrow. It doesn't happen. It's a slow burn, and you probably go backwards before you go forwards. But once you're in the cycle and you've got everything working for you, you can kick some goals. We started this regenerative, sustainable way of farming, when I was my kid's age. we want to make sure that we can keep Mingawalla going and be able to pass it on to the next generation in as good or if not better condition than when we took it on. Continue what we're doing, but look at ways to enhance it.